This is the headline shaking the WNBA right now. This is the moment that's dominating every corner of the basketball world. And it all started with one play, one hit, one flash of contact that sent Caitlin Clark stumbling, fans erupting, and the internet straight into meltdown mode. We're not talking about just another foul. We're talking about a statement, whether intentional or not, a moment that exploded into something much bigger, something symbolic. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just another rookie. She's the face of a generational shift in the WNBA. She's the name that's filling arenas, lighting up ratings, and drawing the spotlight whether she likes it or not. And with that spotlight comes scrutiny, tension, and yes, targeting. Now here's where it gets messy. In the middle of a heated game between the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever, Marina Mabrey made contact, not just any contact, a sharp, aggressive arm movement that caught Clark high, near the face. In the eyes, the reaction was instant, the drama? Immediate. Clark went down, officials blew the whistle, the crowd fell silent, and social media lit up like wildfire. The debate was on. Was it dirty? Was it reckless? Or just a hard-nosed defensive play that got out of hand? The league announced they'd be reviewing the footage, considering a fine, even a suspension, and all eyes turned to Mabrey. But then, nothing. Silence. Days passed, speculation grew, and everyone kept asking, what would Marina Mabrey say? Now we have the answer. She finally broke the silence, but not in a way anyone expected. No interview, no press conference, just a quick, fiery post on social media. I play with fire, I play to win, and I'm not here to babysit. That's it. One line, but it's not subtle, and it's not an apology. No mention of Clark, no acknowledgement of the foul, no expression of regret. Instead, it reads like a warning, like she's doubling down, embracing the edge, standing her ground. And instantly, the response was split. Some said she's a competitor, playing her game, refusing to be softened by media pressure. Others, they saw it as blatant disrespect, as defiance in the face of clear and dangerous contact. And suddenly, this wasn't just a rivalry, it was personal. The timing couldn't be more crucial. The Fever are surging, Clark is starting to find her rhythm, and the league is benefiting from the wave of attention she's bringing in. Which raises a hard question. Is the WNBA doing enough to protect its biggest asset? Because this isn't the first time Clark's been hit, pushed, thrown to the floor, and now with a potential suspension on the table for Mabrey, the league is being tested in real time. Do they send a message that this kind of physicality has limits? Or do they risk letting a trend go unchecked, just because some call it tough basketball? Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark? She hasn't said a word, not a tweet, not a soundbite, and honestly, she doesn't need to. Her game is doing the talking. Her team is winning. Her confidence is growing. And she's quickly proving that she's not just hype, she's here to stay. But let's not pretend this doesn't sting, because what happened in that game, what's happening after that game, isn't just about stats or scoreboards. It's about a growing tension that's been building beneath the surface all season. It's the clash between veterans and the new wave. It's about players who've had to grind for every ounce of recognition, now watching a 22-year-old rookie take the spotlight instantly. And whether they admit it or not, it's affecting how they play her. Marina Mabrey may not have said much, but what she said was loud. And the league now finds itself in a defining moment. Do they step in and make an example? Or do they let this play out and hope it doesn't escalate further? We'll be watching every minute, every update, because the WNBA just got a whole lot more intense. And this storyline? It's only getting hotter. Stay locked in, because the fallout is coming, and it's going to matter. Here's what we know, and it's moving fast. The WNBA isn't just watching this situation, they're analyzing it. Because when Marina Mabrey finally responded, she didn't cool things down, she escalated them. Let's be crystal clear. This wasn't just a hard foul, this was a flashpoint, a collision that has now become the defining controversy of the week. And the league? They're on the clock. Review panels are already combing through angles, replays, slow-motion zooms, and internal conversations are happening. Was it reckless? Was it intentional? Does it cross a line that warrants suspension? But more importantly, what happens if they don't act? Because fans are split, players are whispering, and media is all over it. In Marina's statement, I play with fire, I play to win, and I'm not here to babysit. It wasn't just a response, it was a challenge. No apology, no regret, just defiance. She's doubling down on her style of play, physical, tough, borderline dirty, depending who you ask, and that puts the spotlight squarely on the WNBA. How far is too far? Because Caitlin Clark has become more than just a player. She's the league's rising star, the ratings draw, the storyline that's bringing new fans in by the millions. And if the league can't protect that investment, can't protect that player, what message does that send? Especially when other players have come under fire for similar plays, when referees have been accused of swallowing whistles, when tension is already at a boiling point. Let's not forget, this isn't the first time Clark has taken hard contact. It's becoming a pattern, and that's why this moment with Mabry matters. Because if it goes unchecked, it won't stop here. Meanwhile, inside Indiana's camp, sources say the vibe is focused but intense. Clark hasn't commented, hasn't posted, hasn't addressed the incident publicly, but that silence? That's by design. She's locked in, letting her play do the talking, letting the league take the heat, and honestly, it's working. Every analyst, every podcast, every sports show has picked it up, and the narrative is shifting fast. This is no longer about one foul. It's about power. It's about identity. It's about whether the WNBA is ready to stand behind its biggest star. And for Marina Mabry, this could either become a career-defining stand or a costly mistake. The clock is ticking, and the next move could define the rest of the season. Stay locked in. This story is far from over. Now the fallout is here, and the temperature just went up again, because it's no longer just about Marina Mabry's hit on Caitlin Clark, or the suspension talks, or even the league's slow response. It's about what happens next, and who's really in control of this narrative. Right now, the league is scrambling behind closed doors. Sources say internal discussions have turned urgent, because the optics are bad, really bad. You have a rookie star, the rookie star, being targeted game after game, and the players doing it? They're not getting ejected, they're not getting flagged. They're getting praised by a certain segment of old-school fans who still see this as some kind of welcome to the league moment. But this isn't hazing, this is harassment on the court, and the numbers back it up. Caitlin Clark has taken more hard fouls than almost any other rookie this season, and when you break down the footage, the patterns are clear. Opponents are not just trying to stop her, they're trying to send a message. And Marina Mabry? She became the face of that message this week. Not because of the hit itself, but because of what came after. That defiant statement, that refusal to walk it back, that tone of, "I said what I said," it lit a fuse, and now players across the league are being asked to pick a side. The lines are blurry, but the stakes are real. Because this isn't just about basketball anymore, it's about respect, about identity, about whether the new era of WNBA stars will be embraced or punished for daring to shine so bright so fast. Clark's rise is undeniable. Her jersey's the best-selling in the league. Her games are pulling massive viewership numbers, and she's doing it all while navigating the most hostile on-court environment we've seen in years. And yet, she hasn't snapped, she hasn't lashed out, she hasn't gone on record to call anyone out. She's playing smarter, not louder, and that's exactly what's frustrating some of her opponents even more. The physical play? It's not slowing her down. She's adjusting, she's adapting, and she's learning how to use the chaos to her advantage, drawing fouls, keeping her cool, letting defenders beat themselves with overaggression. And that brings us back to Marina Mabry, because the spotlight on her right now isn't just about punishment, it's about precedent. Does the league step in and suspend her? Do they fine her? Or do they let it go, hoping the controversy dies down on its own? We've seen this before, high-profile players facing light penalties, and the message it sends is dangerous. It tells other teams, other players, that physical intimidation works. That if you can't stop Clark with defense, you can just rough her up and deal with a minor foul after the fact. And that's not how you grow the league. That's not how you protect stars. That's not how you build trust with new fans tuning in for the first time. Because make no mistake, the world is watching now. This isn't just a local WNBA moment. This is a national sports story. Major outlets are covering it. Players from other sports are chiming in, and fans are drawing lines in the sand. Team Caitlin, Team Marina, Team let them play, Team enforce the rules. The WNBA, whether it likes it or not, is in the middle of a culture war, a battle between old and new, between physicality and finesse, between respect earned and respect demanded. And at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark. Her rise isn't stopping. If anything, this latest drama has fueled it. She dropped another impressive stat line in the very next game, showing zero signs of being rattled, zero fear, just pure locked-in execution, and her teammates, they're feeding off that energy. The Fever aren't just rallying around her, they're starting to believe that this is their moment too. And that's dangerous for the rest of the league. Because a confident Caitlin Clark, supported by a clicking Indiana roster, and fueled by controversy, that's a team you don't want to see in August. So what happens now? All eyes are on the league office. They have to respond, they have to set a tone, and they know it. They've already missed one chance to shut this down early. If they miss again, the backlash won't just be social media noise, it'll be real. Sponsorship concerns, fan frustration, and worst of all, a growing divide between the league's rising stars and its established veterans. The question is simple: who's really in control of the WNBA right now? The old guard, clinging to their toughness and unspoken rules? Or the new wave, demanding visibility, equality, and protection from reckless play? We're about to find out, and it's going to define not just this season, but the next era of the league. More on this story as it unfolds, because trust me, it's not over yet. So here we are. The dust may have started to settle, but the message hasn't gone anywhere. Caitlin Clark didn't just take the hit and move on. She turned it into fuel. She responded the only way true stars do, with performance, with leadership, with wins. And that's what separates her. That's what's pulling in fans. That's why she's becoming the face of this league, whether the W is ready for it or not. As for Marina Mabrey, her silence was loud, her statement even louder, and now that the league's taken notice, the next steps matter more than ever. Will there be accountability? Will the WNBA protect its future? Or will it keep sending the message that physical intimidation is just part of the game? What we're watching isn't just basketball, it's a turning point. The league has a decision to make. Let the chaos keep spiraling, or step up and own this moment. Either way, Caitlin Clark's already shown us she's not backing down. She's here, she's focused, and she's just getting started. And whether you love her or hate her, one thing is crystal clear. She's changing everything. And from this point forward, nothing in the WNBA will ever be the same.